people might not like this because it's going to make you emotional, but these are the top 10 saddest moments in MCU history. And this was tough because there's been hella MCU movies and hella sad moments in those hella MCU movies. But we got to get to the bottom of which one is on top. But don't forget, it's my list. I can't miss. Starting off with some honorable mentions, I got Isaiah Bradley's ending in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Now, this moment isn't necessarily sad. It's more so in a celebratory manner because he finally got recognized for all of his years in service. Man, when he grabs Sam and just starts crying, Loki reliving his past and looking into his future. Man, Tom Hiddleston's acting here was, I mean, of course, I don't want to go. Still crazy his spider sense that he was gonna get snapped away. But like, I was so caught up in the moment, I forgot that Far From Home was still gonna come out a couple months later. They ain't killing Spider-Man, baby. And my final honorable mention gotta go to Groot. We are Groot. They had me tearing up over a fucking talking raccoon in a tree. I hardly ever see anyone bring this one up, but that opening scene of Guardians of the Galaxy, where a young Peter is looking at his mom on her deathbed, and he's just a kid in this moment. He doesn't know what to feel. He feels guilty, remorseful, angry, spiteful. When she says, "Take my hand," and he doesn't, and she just passes away, man. And the way that plays back in the end, it's just so beautiful, man. And I got Gamora's death in Infinity War because I just did not see this coming. I was shocked, perplexed, flabbergasted. When Gamora starts clowning Thanos like tears, you know you lost because you love nothing. And then Red Skull looks over like they're not for him. And just the score playing throughout was, man, in his own sick, sadistic, twisted way, he loved her. And he took her away from us. Much like they took Black Widow away from us, Carmine. That was today. What if I said it should have been Hawkeye? What if I said that? Would that be crazy? But like, she knew it should have been her. The most loyal A1 since day one, ride or die. That let me go. Fuck. Not Black Widow. Legit, everything with Rocket and his friends in Volume 3. When Lila gets shot, you could hear a pin drop. And then he lets out that haunting scream. Then even when they think Rocket is dying and you see Peter say, no! Some of Chris Pratt's best acting. And then of course when he's up in heaven and she's like, it's not your time yet. Oh my God, fuck. Stephen Grant finding out that he's been a personality for Mark this entire time was just insane. Due to childhood trauma and abuse from their mother. Like, this honestly shook me to my core. And Oscar Isaac's acting at the end of it is just, man, heartbreaking. But next up, I got Aunt May's death in No Way Home. After she delivered the "with great power there must also come great responsibility" line, I was like, oh my God, she's done for. Famous last words. And Tom's acting in the scene is just mwah, mwah, mwah. May, will you get up, please? May, it's just me and you. That callback to Homecoming when she says it's just me and you. Oh my God. But then also at the end of No Way Home when he has to say goodbye to his friends because they're gonna forget him. This whole scene with the score for Michael Giacchino playing in the background was just, oh my, I was a glass case of emotion. The cherry on top was him letting his friends go at the end. Just look at that face. Oh, but this one right here means something to me. Yondu's death in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Oh my God, as someone with a little bit of daddy issues. This whole movie, Peter's been looking for his real dad. When he realizes his real dad has been in front of him this entire time. He may have been your father, boy, but he wasn't your daddy. Ha, you look like Mary Poppins. Who's Mary Poppins? Is he cool? Hell yeah, he's cool. I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. And of course, Peter loses 2 dads in one day. What do we do? I don't know why, but everything with Wanda and Vision in the entire MCU just rips my heart out. From that scene in Infinity War where she has to be the one to take out the one she loves. Just Paul Bettany and Elizabeth Olsen's acting in that scene was mwah, mwah, mwah. And he's just there like, you could never hurt me. I just feel you. And then she kills him, but Thanos hits the reverse Uno card, brings him back, and she has to relive him getting murdered. The crash out was justified. But that scene when she sees his dead body and she's like, I can't feel you. Leading to that scene with the blueprints of the house that Vision got to grow old in. Oh my God. All for her to just see Vision die again. This man is the Kenny from South Park of the MCU. Stop killing Vision. But what is grief if not love? Persevering. But in second place, you heard that right, I got Tony Stark's death in Endgame. You get all of the major players that are connected to Iron Man going up to him. Mr. Stark, of course, Rhodey. But he doesn't say anything until he sees his heart, Pepper. She says, it's okay. We're gonna be okay. You can rest now. And then his little chest goes out. But for some reason, it wasn't until I saw this that tears started flowing because I realized the MCU is dead. Like, not the MCU franchise, but like the MCU with Tony Stark. You know what I mean? Because it all started here. And seeing that float away into the river was just like so emotional for me for some reason. And then of course we had, do you want cheeseburgers? Your dad liked cheeseburgers. All leading up to the I Love You 3000. Fuck you, Marvel. I'm crying again. But hands down, it's not even close. I got Chadwick Boseman's death and T'Challa's death in the MCU. Because not only was this a cinematic universe character, it was in real life. I have never experienced anything like that in my entire life. First and foremost, rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman, a true king. And just every mention and nod to him in the movie himself dying, just so damn heartbreaking. Those opening credits where it's just Chadwick Boseman, no score playing throughout, you could hear a pin drop in that theater. I feel like I'm there now. But that's why it's number 1. Acknowledge it.